The play is much concerned with how men regard women, how they consider women and how they treat them. The main plot, as is common with Ford, is very close to the Othello story. The older man marrying a beautiful young woman. In this case, the man is called Aurea and the woman is called Spinella. And they get married, but then the man has to go off to war. And his friend, Aurelio, who remains behind, then passes the message to Aurea that his wife has been unfaithful to him. She hasn't, but this then sets in train a whole series of interviews and questionings and examinations of this woman's virtue.
The steps young ladies tread, left to their own discretion, however wisely printed, are observed and construed as the lookers-on presume.
But that we both had mothers, I could say how women are.
You pity her. Think rather on revenge.
Even Lisa Hopkins, the editor of the edition we use, the Manchester edition, she can't find any evidence of it being done since 1638, 1639. So that was a real challenge. But also, as I started to work on the play, I found it strikingly bitter and powerful and scrupulously honest about relationships and particularly how men regard and treat women.
Love is sharp-sighted and can pierce through the cunning of disguises.
A woman's virtue in her lifetime writes the epitaph all covered on their tombs.
I think what Ford is doing here is making us think about the position of women in an even more acute way. By the late 1630s, it's quite clear that more and more what we would call middle-class women were attending the theatre, the indoor theatre. And the playwrights seem to respond by writing about female issues, particularly a question of independence and how women respond to the enormous expectations that are laid upon them, particularly in terms of their virtue.
She's my wife.
Sit in commission on your own defects. Accuse yourself. Be your own jury, judge, and executioner.
I think there's plenty of humour in it. I think there are moments that are chilling and challenging. But I'm really interested in how they feel about regarding this play, witnessing this play, experiencing it. I think that there's something that Ford was doing about trial, judgment, and a theatre audience that's particularly interesting here.